Well, in my experience, I have one gave and digital cameras to my girlfriend Susan because I hope that we can explore the world or broaden our horizons together by that camera. As photographers on and off campus, I usually take those sceneries photos alone. So with this camera, I hope that we can cultivate the same habits or interests together, and it might be even become our future careers. So in all, that cameras I give to her is very special to me. That's it. To me, as having a little extra money, I would like to spend it right away on something I enjoy, but spend it in a different ways from ordinary people's. For example, like donating in the securities or investing on the stocks. As students of banking and finance department, my professor always tell me to manage our money well. So I think that it is better to earn more money back rather than save those money in the same amount in the bank. That's it. According to the announcement, the school is going to have an energy saving plan, but the woman in the conversation disagrees with it because she thinks that they didn't even think about the consequences. Firstly, talking about overhead light, some of them have already been installed, and the disadvantage is that they are not bright enough. So the basic and the main problem is the ring lamps, because nobody turned them off and it's a waste of energy. And second, the libraries were going to augment the temperature levels, and it will make the students feel that less comfortable at studying. So students might started to study in the dorm rooms, and the dorm rooms will become loud and busy. So the consequence is that students won't have no place to study. That's it. Training behavior refers to a psychological teaching methods that was built up by a sequence of several similar behaviors in order to learn complex things well. The professor in the psychology class used his daughter as an example to explain how he taught his daughter to learn to wash hands step by step systematically. First of all, he separated hand washing into 5 steps, which is turn on the water, get hand wet, and so on. And that's similar with the conversation, to make things from hard and complicated to easy. In addition, he not only taught his daughter new steps, but also reviewed those previous steps. In other words, it's not rushing to it, because as the article says that those behaviors are not isolated. So by training together, people can learn things well. That's it. The man in the conversation is facing a problem that his suit is being forgotten at his parents' house, and he needs that suit for the job interviews. So he can either choose to borrow the suit from his roommate or buy a new one. And in my opinion, it is better for him to buy a new suit because first, it will be more appropriate to the interviews, and although it might be too expensive to buy the suit rather than the bike he desired to, but it won't have the problem of too baggy or doesn't fit to his bodies. So that's why I think that he should buy the new suit instead of borrowing the suit from his roommate. That's it. In the lecture, the professor talks about 2 factors that can influence the speed of spoiling and the growth of bacteria. And he further used 2 examples to explain how it works. For the starter is the temperatures. He said that the fish under the sun can be spoiled more quickly than the fish in the refrigerators because bacteria can grow more faster in a warmer place. And second, he insists that every living creatures need water. So moisture is also the key to influence the food of spoiling. And he gave examples of comparing powdered milks and regular liquid milk. And the result is that powdered milks can be preserved in many years because it contains less waters. That's it.